students, and welcome back. Today at Unique Academy we are going to discuss difference between motive and intention. Yes, it is often misunderstood that intention and motive are one and the same thing, but they are not. So now, without wasting any more time, let's get into the details and see what is the difference between intention and motive. Now let's study about the distinction between intention and motive. So in layman's language, in general terms, we might think that intention and motive are one and the same thing, but for law, these are two very different concepts. Now let's start understanding what is intention and then we will cover what is motive. Intention. The meaning of intention is intention of doing an act intentionally in criminal law means something that is done willfully and not accidentally or mistakenly. ठीक है, तो क्या लिखा है इसकी डेफिनेशन में कि कोई भी काम आप इंटेंशनली कर रहे हो यानी आप विलफुली कर रहे हो, आप अपनी मर्जी से कर रहे हो. फर्स्टली. सेकेंडली, उन्होंने साफ साफ यहाँ से एक्सीडेंट और मिस्टेकनली का प्रोविजन हटा दिया. इन्होंने साफ साफ मेंशन किया है नॉट एक्सीडेंटली और मिस्टेकनली. दिस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो देयर इज़ नो कन्फ्यूजन लेफ्ट कि मिस्टेकनली और इंटेंशनली सेम हो सकता है या नहीं हो सकता. फर्स्ट लाइन में ये बात क्लियर हो रही है. The person doing the act is well aware of the consequences or the outcomes of his action or omission. That is all what is required for affixing criminal liability. The one who is doing something is very much aware of his actions. उन्हें पता है कि वो जो करने जा रहे हैं उससे क्या होगा, उसका रिजल्ट क्या होगा, उससे किसी को हार्म होगा, what would be the outcomes, what would be the consequences. ठीक है, and they still do it. ठीक है, यानी वो इस काम को intentionally कर रहे हैं, उन्हें सब कुछ पता है, उन्हें आउटकम पता है, बट वो फिर भी willfully अपनी मर्जी से वो काम कर रहे हैं, willfully वो काम कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, एंड दिस इज ऑल व्हाट लॉ नीड्स फॉर अफिक्सिंग क्रिमिनल लाइबिलिटी. ठीक है, टू decide whether the act will attract criminal liability or not, or what kind of criminal liability would be attracted for the certain situation. This is all we need to know firstly. ठीक है, we need to know that it was intentional, that it was not done by any sort of mistake. It does not matter whether an act was done with good intent or bad intent. If the act which is prohibited is done willfully, यानी कि knowingly, or with awareness of the resulting consequences, then the same will cause liability in criminal law. ठीक है, now what is it saying? That it does not matter whether your intention was good और बैड. आपने क्या सोचा था, क्या इरादा, मतलब क्या इंटेंशन थी, इससे हमें कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता. आपको पता था आप जो करने जा रहे हो उसके कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस क्या है, आप जो करने वाले जा रहे हो दैट इज़ prohibited, that is unlawful, that is punishable by the state, and you still did it. This is intent and this attracts criminal liability. Now come and let's see what is motive. By motive we mean the ulterior objective behind doing an act. ठीक है, it is the driving force behind the intention or commission of an act. ठीक है, now in the second line it is the driving force behind the intention or the commission of the act. We get to know, we get to understand what do we mean by ulterior objective. ठीक है, motive is the driving force कि आप ये चीज़ क्यों करने वाले हो. ठीक है, आप ये क्यों करना चाहते हो, आपके इंटेंट के लिए या फिर आपके कमीशन के लिए. what is commission? when you actually do the thing. ठीक है, now second part is the criminal law does not take into account motive in affixing criminal liability or in determining the criminal culpability. ठीक है, मोटिव क्या था क्या नहीं था इससे क्रिमिनल लॉ को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. योर मोटिव कुड बी गुड इनफ. ठीक है, यहाँ पे वही बात आ जाती है, गुड इंटेंशन बैड इंटेंशन वाली बात आ जाती है. ठीक है, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता लॉ को कि आपकी इंटेंशन गुड थी या बैड थी, आपका मोटिव गुड था या बैड था. इट हार्डली मैटर्स. if you have done something which is prohibited by law, then you will be punished. ठीक है, and that is why the motive is not taken into consideration while affixing the criminal liability. This is the reason why criminal law does not care whether one has stolen a loaf of bread to feed a starving person or a stolen medicine to save someone's life, as long as it is prohibited act done knowingly. ठीक है, इसीलिए फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता आपने ब्रेड किसी भूखे का पेट भरने के लिए चुराई है या फिर आपने दवा किसी का एक्सीडेंट हो गया है इसलिए उसे बचाने के लिए चुराई है. इट डज नॉट मैटर. आपको पता है कि चोरी करना is not allowed, it's a crime, it is it is prohibited, it is punishable by the state, and you still do it, that is in itself clear. ठीक है, so यहाँ पे आपका motive कोई फर्क नहीं करता है. ठीक है, इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है आपने चोरी की है. This is what matters. ठीक है, so this is about all about our intention and motive. Now in our next class we will be covering the objectives of criminal law. You can find the notes related to intention and motive on our application for free. You can go and check that out.